Okay, here's some more examples of expanding logarithmic expressions. We're just continuing from the last video we did. So this is log to the fifth root of x over y. And we don't see a base here, so we understand this to be base 10. So it's log to the base 10 if you want. And again, whenever we see roots, we don't want roots, so we'll write these as exponents, so because none of our rules, our three properties, deal with roots. So we could write this as a log, and we would write x over y to the 1/2 power. Oh, I'm sorry, 1/5 power, excuse me. Fifth root is 1/5 power. Fix this up here. Let's lay my white out here. Usually normally use pencil, and that's what I suggest you use, but pencil would be a little bit, hard to see, so that's the 1/5 power. Now I can apply my power rule, and I could put the 1/5 in front, so that's going to equal 1/5 times the log of x over y. And now I can apply the quotient rule to this. Now remember, it's a 1/5 out in front, so that 1/5 will be times everything to the right, so I have to use a parentheses. So I write 1/5 and parentheses, and then I've got the log of a quotient is the difference of the logs. So it's going to be the log of x, and we're going to change that to minus the log of y. And you can distribute that out if you want, or leave it like that. 1/5 this, 1/5 that. Okay, so we've got that expanded pretty good. Let's try another example. Example 5. Log to the base b of the cube root of x times y to the 4th all over z to the 5th. And the first thing I want to do is I want to rewrite this as a power. Cube root is 1/3, so I'll rewrite this as log to the base b x to the 1/3 y to the 4th all over z to the 5th. Okay, then that's going to be equal. I'm just going to continue it over here so I have room. So now I've got the log of a quotient. So I can break this up as the difference of the logs. Log to the base b of the top, x to the 1/3, y to the 4th, minus the log of the base b of the bottom, z to the 5th. But what do I have here? I've got the log of a product. Now here I can use the power rule and move that in front, but now I've got the log of a product. So that's going to be the difference of the logs. So that's going to equal base b of x to the 1/3, and now this is going to be plus and then minus, and now I can put the 5 in front, so 5 times log to the base b of z. That makes sense. And then one more step. I can put these exponents in front, so I'll have 1/3 log to the base b of x plus 4 log to the base b of y, and this stays the same, minus 5 log to the base b of z. And we're all done. Okay, and one more example, example 6. log to the base 2 of the 5th root of x y to the 4th over 16. So first of all, again, we want to change this root to a power, so we'll write this as log to the base 2 of x y to the 4th over 16 to the 1/5 power. And I can put this 1/5 in front now, so that's going to equal 1/5 times log to the base 2 of x y to the 4th over 16. I don't really need that parentheses, that's just, I was thinking of something else there. I'll need it at the end, but not right now, so I can just get that out of there. So just 1/5 times that. Okay. And then I can break this up, so that's going to be 1/5. And now this is going to be the log of a difference, so now I'll need the parentheses here. The log of the top. Minus the log of the bottom, and this is base 2, excuse me, base 2. Of 16. Okay. And now this is a sum product, I should say, so I can change that to a sum, so now I can rewrite this as equals 1/5 log to the base 2 of x plus log to the base 2 of y to the 4th. Oops. Well, I could do that like that. I guess I don't really need the parentheses there because I'm just going to subtract here. So I guess don't need to put that there. Let me get rid of that. Okay. And then minus this log to the base 2 of 16. There we go, and that's all by the 1/5. Okay, so we change this to a product, and then the product, the log of a product is the sum of the logs. And you see we can move this exponent down here. We can also actually simplify this, so let's do that because I'm running out of paper here. Got one more line left here. So that's going to equal 1/5, parentheses, log to the base 2 of x, plus, and I can put this 4 in front, 4 log to the base 2 of y, minus, and then 2 raised to what power is 16? See, this is an exponent. When I raise 2 to it, I get 16. And 2 times 2 is 2 times 2. I'm sorry, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, so it would be 2 to the 4th. So this would be 4. 2 raised to the 4th is 16. And there you go. So take a look at that, make sure you kind of follow all those steps. That's a kind of a challenging problem. But that's how we expand those.